Today we are going to learn our first formula in Microsoft Excel. That formula is about the sum of something. Okay, to sum up some values. Excel uses different types of sum formulas. Okay, we'll discuss all of them in detail. Let's see what are these sum formulas. First of all, Excel has multiple range of sum formulas. For example, it can sum a range of numbers, it can sum entire column, it can sum entire contiguous cells, auto sum, conditional sum every nth row, sum largest numbers, and some range of numbers with errors. Okay, let's see how it works. First of all, we need to sum a range of numbers. For range of numbers, for example, I'm going to put some numbers over here. This is 98. Here I'm putting some numbers on Excel page. For example, I typed 98. Now I want to make a range of it. In the similar way, I want to increase numbers downward. What to do? I have different methods. For example, I will press the control button from my keyboard and take the cursor to the corner of the cell. When you will take the cursor to the corner of your cell, you will see a black plus symbol over here. Can you see it? Now, pressing the control button, click and hold it and drag downward. You can see that Excel is creating a range of numbers in the continuous sequence. Okay, now I'm going to do it in a different way. For example, this is 98 and this is 96. There is a gap of 2 numbers between these two cells. Now I want to do the same property for this sequence. Excel is intelligent and Excel can make it according to you, the data given by you or provided by you. How? We'll select it. How to select the cells in Excel. This is another technique. Let's see. So click in the middle of the cell. Here you will see that there is a plus sign, white plus sign, and it's bold. It's not like this one. Okay. When white plus sign appears, click and drag downward. It will select the cells. Okay. You can do it from keyboard with the short key shift and down arrow. Shift, down arrow. Now you don't need to press any control button. Just take your cursor at the corner of the cell. Use the list property of Excel. As I placed cursor at the corner of the cell, you can see a list symbol with my cursor. Can you see it? This is the list symbol. Now I'll drag it downwards. You can see that Excel is making the list in the similar pattern as I have provided it. I gave the gap of 2 numbers. For example, now I want to give the gap of 5 numbers. This is 15, this is 20. Now I want to increase it in the similar way downwards. How I'll do it? I'll just click at the corner and press downward. It will copy the range of cells for me. This is how you can create, you can use the list property of Microsoft Excel. You can prepare any example, you can give any range. Now I have gave the range of 50. Now you'll see that there will be an increment of 50 onwards. Okay. Now we were on the formula of sum of range. First of all, you have to understand the formula. What is the formula for sum? This is equals to SUM, equals to sum, bracket starts. Now you give the first cell number of your range, colon. Here you will give the last cell number of your range. Now I'll close the bracket. Bracket starts with shift 9 and bracket close with shift 0. This is the sum formula. Now to apply a formula, you must press equal to sign. First, equal to activates the formula bar. Okay, if you erase the equal to sign, it will not apply the formula. Now I am going to apply the formula over here. For example, I want to sum up this column. This column starts with cell number A1. Cell number A, the column is A and row number is 1 and ends at A11. Okay, now I am going to sum it. Let's see. Equals SUM, sum, bracket starts first cell number A1 colon last cell number A11 equals to sum, bracket starts, and I gave the range. Now I'll close the bracket with shift and 0. Now you'll see that the whole column is selected over here. Okay, now I'm pressing enter. You can see that my column is summed up and the total is in front of me. Now I'll apply this formula in another manner. How? For example, I can't understand what is the cell number. From the now I want to apply a range manually with the help of mouse. Okay, now you can read the cell number by clicking in the cell and go to the name box. You can see that this is the cell B1 and this is cell B11. But I'm going to tell you another method how is equal to sum. In the similar manner, bracket starts and I will start selecting from top to bottom. You can see that the whole column is selected over here and range is given B1 to B11. Now I am going to close this bracket and press enter. You can see that it is summed up again. Okay, now if you want to apply the formula, apply the same formula over a row. This is row 1 and it starts with column cell number A1. It ends at cell number H1. Okay, you can see the proper cell number. When you click in the cell, you will see the cell name in the name box. Okay, equals to SUM, sum, bracket starts from where? From A1 colon H1, bracket closes and press enter. Or equal to sum, bracket starts and from here to here with the mouse, from A2 to H2, bracket close, enter. This is the way. This is the first most formula that is used to sum up some values. Okay, now I'm going to apply it in another way, that is sum of entire column, sum of entire row. How it can be applied? Sum of entire column doesn't mean that it is a little column. Okay, it may be I'm going to apply it here. For example, I'm going to give it 98 and I'm going to give it 99. Okay, now I'm selecting both the cells and I'm taking it downwards as long as I can do it. Now these are 197 values. How much? 197. So I don't want to go to first cell and last cell. I want to sum up this column immediately. Sum up this column immediately. How I'll do it? I'll just type is equal to sum. What is the name of this column? The name of this column is A. Name of this column is A colon. I will press A again. A colon A. You will see that the whole range of cells is selected. Here it is. So whole column is summed up here. Enter, and this is the result. To sum up a whole column within a second. Okay, this is the way you can apply it. You will see this formula in my notes also. Sum entire column. Next to that, sum of non-contiguous cells. Now I was applying the formula of contiguous cells. Contiguous cells means of continuous range of cells. Now I want to sum up non-contiguous cells. Non-contiguous means to sum something that you want to sum and leave the other things. Okay, now let's see it practically over here, over this sheet. For example, I am going to add another sheet. Okay, in this sheet I am going to type some values, and now I don't want to sum all of them. Okay, I want to sum only few values among them. Not whole column, not a whole list. For that purpose, what will I do is equal to sum, bracket starts. Now I will type only cell numbers of those cells which I want to sum up. For example, I want to sum cell number A1, comma, cell number A5, comma, cell number A9, comma, cell number A12. This is non-contiguous, this is not continuous. Okay, I have chosen only 4 values among the whole list. Now I'll press enter. You can see that non-contiguous sum is in front of you. Okay, this is the third way of applying sum formula on Excel sheet. Now another one, auto sum. What is that auto sum? Auto sum means to apply the formula automatically, not apply a formula manually. Okay, so I am going to apply it over here somewhere. I am going to copy these values. Just select the cells, Control C, and I am going here and we'll paste it here. Now I want this column to sum up. This column to sum up. How I'll do it? I'll go to the Home menu tab and click Auto Sum button. This is Auto Sum button in the Editing tab at the end of Home menu. Just click it. You can see that formula is applied automatically. Okay, now press enter. This is your result. I want to sum this whole row. For that purpose, I'll keep my cursor at the end of row and click auto sum. It will take values and sum it for me. Okay, this is the way you can apply it automatically. We can do it from formula bar also. We'll go to the formula toolbar and click insert function. Insert function. Here we have sum function and click OK. Again click OK. You will see the result. Here you can also see auto sum. Press enter. It will sum up the whole row or whole column where your cursor is placed. Got it? This is the auto sum formula. Now another one, the conditional sum. Conditional sum means to sum only those values which satisfy a certain condition. To sum only those values which satisfy a certain condition. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you this practically on a sheet. Let's move on to Microsoft Excel and do something and make a data. For example, I say this is fruit. I don't know spelling is okay or not. I have typed the name of some fruits and I copied it. How I copied it? I clicked in the middle of the first cell and drag it downward, and then I take my cursor to the corner of the cell and drag it downward. Excel will repeat the names. Okay, now this is fruits and this is sales. Okay, I said that apple we sold bananas for 1 lakh rupees, and the sale of apple is 200 rupees more than bananas. I'm going to copy the range. Now I've got the result. Now I want the sum of only those cells which contain banana. For example, this contains banana, this contains banana, this contains banana, and this contains. I don't want to sum other values. Okay, for that purpose I will apply this formula, is equal to sum if, is equal to sum if. Sum if is a very interesting formula. Let's see it, how it will work according to our given data. Okay, now understand it with care. Is equal to sum if. You can also type sum ifs, 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 okay, or simply if. Both have the same function. Now I'm going to place a bracket over here. Now this formula demands three things. You can see that it is demanding the range, it is demanding the criteria, it is demanding the sum. Okay, let's see. In the range, I will select this column. I say sum of these things. Get the sum of fruits, comma, what is the criteria of the fruit? The criteria of fruit is banana, only sum for banana sales, comma, which values to sum up? I want to sum this range of values, the sales. Okay, now I'll press enter. When I'll press enter, you can see that this range has only summed up those values which are for banana. If you want to create the auto sum, press enter. You can see that it is 15 lakh. Whole sale is 15 lakh, but the sale of banana is 4 lakh rupees. Okay, now I want to sum up apple in the same way. I will click is equal to sum. Now I will not apply if, I will apply ifs, ifs, sum ifs, bracket starts. It is demanding me the same things, so I'm going to give it the first range of numbers, comma. Now what I want to sum up? I want to sum up apples. And from where to sum up? I want to sum up from here, from this range. Now I'll press enter. You will see the result. It is asking something to change me, asking me to change the formula. Now apple is for 4,56,000 rupees. Okay, this is the way you can apply the formula of sum if. Now sum of every nth row, we have applied it already. Okay, sum of the largest numbers. This is much more interesting. You can sum up largest numbers also, and sum of range with errors. There are only two left. Okay, now this says is equal to sum large. Okay, how? For example, I have got the formula here. This is the range of cells. Okay, I want to apply the sum a large formula is here. For that purpose I will place this bracket first, okay, and now I'll type is equal to sum bracket large is equal to sum of large, this way, again bracket, okay. Now this bracket says give me the range. I'll give it the range of these cells from, I say, B2 to, what is happening here, B2 colon B13, and now another thing, comma, and give the range how much numbers you want to sum up, okay. There are a lot more numbers which are larger in value, so comma, again parenthesis 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. I want to sum first 5 largest numbers, okay. Now first bracket close, second bracket close, and the middle bracket close. This will sum the largest range of values. This is the way you can apply the formula. There is something wrong with this formula. It is not accepting this bracket. I have removed the bracket, and now you can see that only first 5 largest numbers are summed up from this range of cells. You can see the formula on my screen. Now the last one is sum of range with errors, okay. Sum of range with error means that there may be error in the cell value. There may be error in the cell value. If you apply the simple sum formula, it will not sum up this range of series, okay. Let's see how practically. For example, I want to place a value here. Now I will place some value like this, and enter, and it's not giving me the hash value. It should give me a hash value. Hash value means that it contains error. So whenever error does not appear, it will not resolve our purpose. Now this Excel version does not support this thing. Let's see it another way. I'm going to place OO here. I'm going to place value again. I'm going to place value again. Now I'm going to write L here. I'm going to type U here. I'm going to give some value here. Now I'll type T here. Now there are errors. Some of the cells contain values and some of the cells contain text, okay. If we apply the sum formula, it will not sum up this range of series of cells because it contains errors, okay. Now what we'll do is equal to sum bracket starts, and then we'll type if error function, and now I'll give the range of cells. This is the range of the cells. First bracket close, second bracket close, and now it's enter. Arguments. What to do with this arguments? You have entered too few arguments for this function. It needs something more. Error value and okay, there is one thing left from us, if error range, and we'll type the 0 here. Okay, 0 means if cell does not contains a number, place a 0 instead of that cell. Now press enter. It should give the result. It is still giving some error. Y is equal to sum if error range of cells comma, it's okay, formula is okay, there is something some other mistake. Let's see where is the mistake. Now it is applied properly. Now what I did, I typed comma after range and type a 0. That means if range does not contains number, place a 0. It will place 0 here, here and here. Okay, these are some formulas for Microsoft Excel. So we have discussed different types of sum formulas that we can use in Microsoft Excel.